Right.
Alright, let's see if they're going to switch up any bands now, after that last game. Now, blue team won that previous one, correct? Who would now be purple team?
Lulu got banned out. There's the Annie. Still banning Nidalee.
And Rise picks up a ban this time. I guess the Rise did a little bit too well last game.
Kha'Zix is still banned.
I'll allow blasphemy. I'll allow it. I'd allow it if you spam it, but... Ooh, a Ziggs. I'm a fan of Ziggs. Shyvana, very, one of the strongest top laners right now.
Yep. Vlad's an interesting pick. He's become a little bit more popular lately, but I still don't see very many of him.
Kimono Lover, yes, we can be bought.
If I cheer? What exactly am I cheering? Am I cheering for Komodo?
Of course
Yeah, go Komodo.
Kimono breaking out the Teemo.
Yeah, the legend's gonna play Teemo.
Or Poppy.
Come on, Komodo, you can do it. Play the Teemo. Play the Teemo.
Going a little overboard now.
Okay, you're gay for Komodo. I win.
You gotta wait until they donate to you. They're giving stuff away for free. Also interesting on the purple side is Vlad. Vlad pickup that's assumingly a Vlad top.
Probably a Vlad top.
Vlad has previously been a very strong pick. Not really seen in a while though. He's seen a little bit mid, but not a lot top. As of course, assuming that Ziggs is mid. Yes, at least jungle, one of the strongest junglers out right now. That's alright, Komodo Lover. We really didn't expect you to donate anyway, so.
Yes.
Warwick Malphite. If Purple Team actually does do this, it'd be full of surprises. Alright, Leona, a little bit more standard. Another Varus over on Blue Team.
Not really sure what they're going to pick here. It's going to be a Wukong? Probably. I think it's a Wukong jungle and a Malphite top. I don't think they're switching that. So.
We'll see if Malphite... Yeah, Malphite's locked in. This is a very interesting matchup. I'd like to see what the last pick is before we really start guessing anything. Alright, I'm gonna say it is a Kennen AUC. You know what, I have no words. I have no words for that purple.
Is that a Kennen ADC?
That's... Unless, I don't... It's going to be a very interesting game. However, on the blue team, it's a little bit more standard. Elise jungle, Shyvana top, Varus ADC, Gragas mid lane, and Thresh support.
Now, I'm very curious about this Kennen ADC. It's been a long time since that's actually been a thing.
Yeah. I believe last season was the most recent. At least in EU, there was one player who was just very, very good with it.
Yep. I'll have to see if it's. We'll have to see if it's a case of they did win the first game. Wonder if they're a little bit too confident in themselves and playing things that they're not comfortable with.
Or they're just playing things that they're very comfortable with, and that's what we're seeing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna take a random guess at this. I am going to say Malphite top, Wukong jungle, of course.
I think that's a Malphite mid. Malphite mid, a little bit, not too long ago, was popular for a few weeks.
Few weeks.
It wasn't popular for long, but it was popular for a little while. Lots of burst damage.
Please don't spam our cat kimono lover. Our chat.
Trying to sell.
And now, once again, we wait.
Yeah, we love the wait, don't we?
Brandon, any more words from our sponsors?
I mean, I can tell jokes if that's what you want.
I don't care.
Come on, comedic relief. Do your job. It's too early in the morning for this.
What's the difference between bird flu and swine flu?
I don't know what.
If you have bird flu, you need treatment. If you have swine flu, you need ointment.
And we're done with those.
We're done.
You can go.
I did my job.
That was awful, and I hope you know. I hope you know that.
Why is that? It's awful, but I can't stop laughing.
You are a disappointment to humanity.
I have a better one. What bone will a dog never eat?
God damn it.
Oh,
a
God.
trombone.
I'm glad.
You'd be surprised what dogs will chew on if they can get their hands on it.
Almost into the loading screen.
Yay, loading screen.
We finally get to analyze the skin advantage.
Apologies, can't ban me, ho, but no.
Just no. Don't say that, Brandon. Actually, shoot. Let me
Okay, well the skin advantage is very clearly on blue team side with
Channel edited.
the legend kimono being 4 skins to 1 on purple side.
Sorry about that. I had locked our TeamSpeak channel.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
No, our TeamSpeak is open to use. There's not a whole lot on it right now, as it did get reset not too long ago. I have to edit it and fix it. However,
feel free to harass Jaden in the AFK room.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. He loves people. Yeah. Alright, game began.
Alrighty then. I guess we kind of have to wait for Purple Team to actually go to where they're going to know what they're doing. It seems as though it's a Malphite support, though, with that Spell Thief edge. And yes, correct, a Kennen ADC. And yes, from there... Alright, so, Malphite support. Oh god, Brandon, please don't leave.
Are you afraid of him leaving?
Alright, we got blue team moving in quickly to Vlad. Just barely noticed him.
Oh, they got the hook on Vlad. That's gonna be... Oh, the flash goes off.
Down.
It'll be first blood for blue team.
Varus. First blood for Varus on the blue team. That's very good.
Now remember, they did the exact same thing last game.
And yet
they got first blood down bot.
I'm willing to bet if we go into a third game, we'll be seeing the exact same thing again.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, Thresh starting out with a very usual Doran's shield dart. Where I said, again, Malphite support, very interesting. Going to combo with the Kennen ADC, also very interesting. Not exactly sure how this is going to work out. It's going to be different.
User disconnected from your channel.
Oh, well, there goes Brandon.
Yes. So it doesn't look like we're having that much more level 1 action.
No, other than that invade going on, they don't seem to be doing a whole lot. There's not a whole lot of really warding or trading of jungle buffs.
The Ziggs Gragas matchup is going to be very interesting because they're essential, because they really both do the same role. Very farm heavy lane pushing mid laners.
It
seems as though Ziggs is getting a lot of damage down on them though.
This ADC Kennen and support Malphite does not seem to be going well down bot for them.
Oh, is he going to be able to pick it up? Doesn't look like it.
Nope, but he gets the hook on Kennen.
Yes, they're both very low.
They're pushing down tower. They don't want to back and leave it.
Ooh, Ziggs leaps over the wall.
No one seems to be coming down to help. Action going down mid. Ziggs is low. Wukong gets a kill on Gragas.
So now that's 1 kill for each side. Goal is...
There's another hook on Kennen. Thresh's flash goes down. Probably not needed, but they did pick up the kill on Kennen.
At least coming in for a little bit of aggression mid lane. Doesn't really seem like she's getting away with much, but...
Give some pressure while Gragas isn't there.
Vlad is pushing up pretty hard against Shyvana. Vlad's Qs get very strong very quickly. If Shyvana's not careful, she'll find herself chunking down pretty quickly.
Yep.
Shyvana's chugging through those pots though.
seems fairly even still.
Yes.
I think
Wukong has picked up a Spirit Stone on his side, so if he goes directly into the second
some action going down bot. Flash is going down, Wukong's going in. Varus picks up the kill on Malphite. Of course, I can't quite seem to get the camera right.
Of course not.
Of course not.
We got the Great Kimono counter jungling up in the top purple jungle. Ooh, and Varus picks up another kill on the ADC, on the Kennen ADC. Now, I've played Kennen ADC once or twice, and I know you need to have a good start with it. Doesn't seem like he's getting that this game.
No, he does not.
Unfortunately, the Elise falls to the Ziggs mid lane. He seems like a bit of a failed gank there.
No, I would like to point out that down bot, Varus has double the CS that Kennen does. I think that will be the downfall of their team at the moment. We'll see how it plays out late game. It was certainly an interesting pick to play.
I don't know why I permit him. That's a bit of an accident. Komodo's fan. That's why it was a purge as opposed to a ban or timeout. Codebreaker.
Oh.
Unfortunately, on the sides you cannot do that.
Sorry.
Can't rearrange the champs.
On the sides you cannot. Can you?
No.
No, you can't. I did forget to rearrange them down here. I've been doing that every other game. Actually, that one was already right. Shyvana top, jungle. Just gotta switch these. Alright. Yeah. Good point, Codebreaker, though. I did miss that. Looks like bot tower is going to be going down now. Hook's going on a Malphite. He stayed too long. He's going to get caught. Varus is going to pick up the kill there.
And that's Varus in 5-0. Already with a BF sword at 8 minutes and 30, and that's before that kill. It seems as though their unusual strategy is not going to be paying off this game. There's a reason why the meta is the meta, unfortunately. Yeah, but maybe it's a late game comp that we don't know about. So we're gonna have to see how it turns out. Blues certainly is beginning to pull ahead though with a 2K gold lead.
Starting to feel that they did this just so that we'll have a third game and go later into the night.
It does seem silly.
A little bit of action going on mid. Nothing too much.
Thresh has finally picked up his ancient coin, although that seems to be more for the eventual Talisman of Ascension upgrade as opposed to the actual gold game.
Yes. Does miss that hook. There is a 2K gold difference right now between the teams. Blue team does have a clear advantage. They're going for Dragon now. That'll give them another 1,000 gold advantage. And it doesn't look like Purple Team can contest it, although they do have a ward there.
Zigzag goes in way too early.
Rush lands the hook on Wukong, followed up by the Varus ult. Wukong's gonna go down.
It looked like Wukong just kind of sat there and accepted his fate.
With Wukong down, they're grouped up. They're gonna pushing down mid tower here.
Getting a lot of damage on that mid turret.
Yeah, Malphite's clearing that ward. Woo! Everyone's gotta love the ward wars.
Yes, woo indeed, Dan.
Woo. Not a whole lot going on right now.
Unfortunately. If only either of us were actually good at casting. Let's look at the builds. Varus already has his Bloodthirster. If he does the same thing he did last game, he'll be going into the Legolas build, which is a Last Whisper after that.
Kennan's only picked up 2 Doran's blades in comparison.
Yes. Well, we're also comparing a 5.0 with 90 CS to an 0.30 with 67 CS. So that's that. Oh, he just got a secret.
Oh, there's a gank going up top by the legendary Komodo, picking up the kill on Vlad. Oh, he pulls.
Give the kill over to Mr. Lost Memories, the Shyvana.
It's the legendary Komodo is graciously giving up the kill to Shyvana. A gank going down mid. That flash barely escaping the Varus ult. I think he's gonna get away from that one.
A great flash dodge, by the way.
Wukong's going in. A little bit of harass there. Starting to group up. Malphite's here too. Flashing in with the ult. Malphite ults onto Varus. Varus goes down. Trying to pick up another kill on Thresh. Just isn't gonna quite do it.
Oh,
Zig's ult picks him up.
Pick it up. Shyvana's up top, beating down that turret. Most likely gonna fall to her. But she does not another minion wave coming in. She's gonna take a lot of damage. This Vlad might be able to come in.
That's mid tower going down for Purple Team.
Now this might not be an ADC cannon, it may just simply be an AP cannon that was stationed down bottom. Because he has both the Sorcerer's Shoes and the Seeker's Arm Guard. Now for any cannon, the Hourglass is a must-have item that the Seeker's Arm Guard would be built into, but I'm surprised I don't see him going for more AD items now. They're not going to have, well, really, barely any AD on their team. I guess it's just a good thing that, magic resist is more expensive than armor.
Yeah, this is true.
It seems as though Vlad is going to go for Hourglass as well. So we're going to see a lot of gold statues hanging around in the Rift today.
There's a lot of counterplay able from Zhonya's.
It's a really good item for a lot of people because it resets your cooldown so effectively, so even if you come back at low health, there's certain people that can really turn that around.
Well, and it can be used to for lots of different reasons. If you're trying to like dodge a skill shot or getting ulted on by someone in the middle of a fight, often forgotten about. But at the same time, you can end up missing out on important parts of the fight you need to be in. So you have to be careful with it.
Also, it's really easy to waste because if you feel as though you can outplay someone, and then like one other person walks in, it can really be wasted very easily.
Action going down mid.
Cooldown that you don't want to do that.
Rush lands a hook on Malphite. Not getting anything off of it though.
Oh,
Cannon's ult Shyvana. Shyvana's flashing away. I don't think she's gonna get away. Malphite ulted, probably a little unnecessary, but they did pick up the kill. Blue team is picking up Dragon.
Oh, looks like Thresh and Wukong just met. Thresh seems to be in a
Thresh gets the
bad
hook on
time.
Wukong. Komodo's gonna try to come around to help. Wukong's going in on Gragas.
Oh, unfortunately, the
Big Zult's gonna pick up a kill on Komodo.
It looks like Varus
Gragas is gonna ult Malphite
Looks like
away.
they're gonna
Might
turn
have
this
saved
around.
him there. Flashing over the wall and getting away. So 1-for-1 trade in the jungle. Vlad's gonna be pushing down top tower. Shyvana comes up to save it.
Stop him, though.
Kong's getting caught out in the jungle.
Unfortunately, Komodo 0925. I'm a little low in passion right now. Dan, you got any passion in you?
I do have some passion for Komodo, but there is a lot of warding going on in that upper jungle. There's almost not a single inch of that is covered up by the fog of war for either team. Both teams are playing it very safe. Lots of cautious, lots of vision. Not a whole lot going on. They're both looking for opportunities. Both teams trying to find something down in that lower jungle, trying to pick somebody out. Looking for a fight in mid. Malphite goes in with the ult. Kennen flashes in with the ult. Vlad ults, all the ults go down. Picking up 2 kills.
Kennen almost falling to the turret there.
Kennen's low. Shyvana's coming in, hoping to disrupt the team.
Kennen's diving back in now. Oh.
Komodo's laying down some damage. Hurt's gonna...
Kennen got a lot of health from somewhere.
They're all very low. We'll see if Bears are gonna pick up any kills on them recalling. Nope. That's a clean 3-for-0 fight for them.
Now, blue team is still up by about 3k gold. Even though they are down by 1 kill. It's partially due to those 2 turrets they have over purple team.
Now, just like last game, purple team is starting to turn it around in late game. Remember, there's lots of similarities with like that invade. Blue team does seem to have good early game advantages. They're not quite holding up in this late game, in the team fights.
It's possible that we judge their, that we judge purple team's comp a little too early.
Yeah, they do have a very good team fight comp. Wukong and Malphite and Kennen. When they all drop down their ults, there's not a whole lot the other team can do.
Along with the Ziggs and
The fight going down in the jungle, Thresh is going to get caught out.
Yeah, pretty much if the blue team groups up at all, if everyone's got their ults up, they're pretty much dead, because all of the ults here will just destroy. They're all large damage AoE ults.
Purple team is going to be pushing down mid. Shyvana is coming in from behind. Have to see what she decides to do here. She's ulting in from behind. Purple team's going to ult in. Team fight's not going to go well for blue team. They're picking them off one at a time. Shyvana's left. She's trying to pick up them that are low. Getting the damage down on her. Just not going to be enough. That is a 2 for 4.
Trade. Oh, wait. Oh, yep. Vlad just nearly fell. About 20 health there left.
Looks like they're not going to be able to get any objectives off on that. But it does really close up the gap on that gold advantage.
Ziggs throwing down a lot of poke on this Thresh. If this Thresh isn't careful, Ziggs is going to kill him easily. Ult is up for Ziggs.
There goes the ult.
And the Thresh is out.
Komodo's catching out Ziggs. Hopping down on him, but Wukong's there. Komodo's trying to get away. She flashes. Gragas ults them away. They're grouping up for a fight.
Looks like Shyvana and Vlad are going at it.
Purple team is split. They're waiting for Malphite to come down. Ziggs is trying to back out. I don't think they want this fight. Trying to contest for Dragon. Thresh gets a hook on Malphite.
Yep, if Malphite can get in there and get a good ult.
Thresh ults, he's just distracting him from getting Dragon. Dragon goes to blue team.
Varus has picked up a Blade of the Rune King. That's a little bit different than his strategy last game, but it will work well against the Malphite and the Wukong. Also, the Vlad, who's going to be building lots of health, it's going to be effective against him as well. Shyvana is also going for another one of those Blade of the Rune Kings. Yeah, Dan, there's gonna need to be a bunch of changes for next month.
Yeah, there will be a few. There's slight changes, but they'll make big differences.
I'm mostly talking about on our side.
Yes. Looking for a fight down mid.
Yep.
Tower's low.
Oh.
Kennen's gonna flash in with the ult. Malphite's going in. Ults are going down. Gragas makes it out alive. Shyvana's disrupted him, trying to get Kennen, who's low. She's not gonna make it out alive. Towers are doing a lot of damage. They're very low.
Really showing the synergy in those ults. Pretty much stacking them up one on the other, and really.
Purple team has consistently been able to get out of these fights with such low health, getting out with 200 or 400 health.
really starting to turn this around now that they've got a couple items. Even though most of the damage is AP, not a lot of magic resist being built up on the blue side yet.
Shyvana is building lots of magic resist.
No, Shyvana has Merc Treads and Spirit Visage. Elise? Really none? Or, well, Elise has a Negatron.
She just built her Negatron. Rush has a Chalice, but that's about it.
Yeah, I really didn't notice this until it started playing, but the purple team just has, like, excellent AoE ult synergy.
Yep.
Vlad can lay down his and just make everyone do more damage. Wukong goes in with his, knocks everyone up. Kennen goes in with his, stuns everyone. Malphite goes in with his, knocks everyone up. And Ziggs just ults on top of everyone with his giant bomb. And it seems like a very hard press for blue team to win a team fight that way. Blue team's gonna need to look for some pickouts.
They do have some nice team fights. Kennen and Malphite did have a hard time early game, but they are coming down mid. They didn't quite have the synergy in those ults that time. Only picking out a few people, they weren't quite grouped enough.
And Varus nearly takes the Thresh Express all the way to the other side of the map.
Shyvana's coming in.
Goes in real deep.
Trying to pick up some kills here. Kennen's gonna go down. Wukong's low. He's escaping just barely.
Probably going down.
They're getting those picks that they wanted now. The ults are down and they're not quite grouped as they were before. Not as good of a fight for purple team there.
Not quite. A couple kills traded back, but still getting a whole lot of them on for their side.
They just weren't quite as well grouped for that fight. I think it was a little bit jump of the gun to try initiating one there. Probably could have had a better initiate than that. They did pick up a 2 for 3. Was in their favor.
That's true. Really, the best thing for them to do is attempt to wait until all 5, or at least as many of them as they're going to get, are all grouped up close. Because if they do that, they can probably just all take them out right there.
They're starting to notice that dragons are going to be coming up soon. See some things going on down there.
At this point, they also got to start being worried about Baron.
Yeah, there's lots of vision going on around Baron. The ward did just go down for purple team.
A lot more wards up for purple team in the blue side jungle also.
Yep. Malphite ulted down mid.
Malphite's going
Wukong's coming in to ult. Disengage from Gragas. Wukong's gonna get Gragas, maybe? Yes, he did.
Ooh, Kennen and Slippery Small Bitch is getting out again.
Broke by Thresh. Zonia's by Vlad. He's not saved yet.
Oh, and there's a
triple kill. That's a 5 for 0.
5 for 0 on purple team. Yeah, like we said, this blue team really doesn't have a very good team fight compared to the purple. The purple is a team literally built for team fighting. Unfortunately, if the blue team wants to pull this back, they're going to have to start getting lots of picks. Thresh hooks and Varus ults, but just they're going to have to be like on 1 or 2 people. They got to wait till these guys separate, but it doesn't seem like they're doing that much.
There's now a 6k advantage from purple team.
Yes, and that's 14 kills up, 1 turret up on them, and an inhibitor. Looks like they're trying to set up a fight here at Baron, which again, not going to be too good for the blue team. Seems like they realize that. They look like they're backing out now.
Yeah. They are starting to group around Dragon, yeah.
Did I say Baron?
Yes.
I meant Dragon. So they may have caught out Vlad here, though.
Caught out Vlad. Double team's coming up to get him. Flashed it out to safety. Malphite comes into ult.
Giovanni
Might not be grouped enough, but Wukong's coming in. Stopping the back line. Just chasing them down at this point. A lot of their ults are down now.
Yeah, purple team just seems to be rolling right into the blue team.
Trying to catch out Komodo here. Can't pick up the kill.
Again, another 4 for 0.
4 for 0. You're going to be pushing down Nexus turrets now.
The only hard thing about this is Ziggs is really the only good turret pusher on the team. And yet, they seem to be doing an excellent job. This is probably GG.
Yeah, that'll be game for Purple Team. Giving them a 2-0 victory over...
What is it? Come on, Dan, you can do this.
Shiroharu.
2-0
2-0 victory over Shiroharu for 00Buddies.